This video will show you how to download an e-form in order to submit an application to Creative Europe. All of the relevant links can be found in the video description, as well as on the FAQ page of our website, www.creativeeuropeuk.eu. Before you start, you'll need to make sure you've registered for an ECAS account and PIC number. Please see the other video tutorials in this playlist for instructions of how to do this. The home page indicates that the application form must be created in one continuous session. Please note that this only relates to the steps needed to download the e-form. Once you have downloaded it, you can edit and save as many times as you like before you submit the final version. Click on the button in the bottom left of the screen to create a new application for funding. You will then be asked to select the relevant program name. Selecting Creative Europe will take you to a page that lists all of the calls that are currently open. To make it easier to find the right funding opportunity, the columns can be ordered by using the arrow buttons on the top row of the table. You can also use the search function to find a specific funding opportunity. Click on a row to select the funding opportunity you wish to apply for. The funding opportunity you have selected will be highlighted in a different colour. Make sure you have selected the correct subaction and submission deadline. At the top of the page, select the language you would like the e-form to be in, English, French or German. Then click the Next Step button. On this page, you will be asked to enter the PIC number for the company or organisation applying for the grant. If you are applying for a multi-beneficiary contract, that's when the grant is shared between more than one company or organisation, then you will also need to add the PIC number of each organisation or company participating in the application. You will also need to indicate the lead applicant using the drop-down menu at the top of the page. Please note that once the e-form has been created, it is not possible to change the lead applicant, so it is important to establish this before you begin. Not all funding opportunities offer multi-beneficiary grants, so please check the guidelines or speak to your local Creative Europe desk if you're unsure of what to do here. When you're happy with the list, click Next Step. This will take you to a page where you can review all of your selections. If all of the details are correct, then click on the Create an Application e-form button. A prompt will appear reminding you to save the PDF once it has been generated. Click OK to continue and save the file as you would any other document. You might want to check your Downloads folder if you're not sure where the form has been saved. If using a Mac, bear in mind that the default PDF reader is usually Preview, and that you will need to open the form manually with Adobe Reader by right-clicking on the download. On the first two pages of the e-form, you will find details of the funding opportunity you're applying for and the list of partner organisations you entered. Please check that this information is correct before continuing. If any of the information is wrong, you can start the process over again. Throughout the form, there will be some uneditable fields in grey, which draw their information from the participant portal. If the information is incorrect, you will need to update your details in the portal first before you attempt to revise the e-form. At the end of the e-form, you will find space for a series of attachments. Some of these will be free-form documents and some will require you to complete a template. The maximum size for all attachments is 10 megabytes. If the total size of your documents is over this limit, then the form will not allow you to submit. Please refer to the guidelines and how to apply document for each scheme, or speak to your local Creative Europe desk if you're unsure what should be included. When you are ready to submit, you will first need to validate the form using the purple button at the bottom of the page. This will then highlight any incomplete fields in red. The next stage is to test your internet connection. Once these two stages have been verified, the grey Submit button will become active. Forms have to be submitted before 11 AM UK time on the day of the deadline. We recommend submitting as early as possible in order to ensure the form goes through, as the servers often get overloaded closer to the deadline. If you experience technical difficulties, then you can contact the help desk in Brussels. Details can be found on the FAQ page of our website. This tutorial was produced by Creative Europe Desk UK, offering advice and support for UK companies and organisations that are applying to the European Commission's Creative Europe programme. We recommend getting in touch with your nearest Creative Europe desk to discuss your application further. Find out more at www.creativeeuropeuk.eu.